Good day, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are watching in the world. Welcome to the At Least Canvas channel, where the athletes display their God-given gift, talent, and ability. Right about now, we want to talk about what happened in and around the English Premier League. The English Premier League is the best league in the world right now. No other league is excited than the English Premier League. No other league. When it comes to the English Premier League, you got thrills, spills, upset, disappointment, and you name it. The English Premier League, they have it. Anyway, let's jump right into it. We want to talk about the remaining fixtures that played yesterday. We got 5 game play yesterday, and we have scores for you. We have, a little bit of analysis and a little bit of every little thing that what happened in and around the English Premier League. So we're gonna jump right into it. Let's dive into it and unpack what happened. Crystal Palace hosts Manchester United. Manchester United, they needed a win to stay in touch, and they come away with a win. Crystal Palace, on the other hand, they couldn't manage to defeat Manchester United. They couldn't, in other words, they couldn't offer much. Since Manchester United beat them 2-1. I mean, Manchester United deserved to win that game because they played well. They could have played better, but they played well. And they came up with 2 goals to Crystal Palace 1. So Manchester United 2, Crystal Palace 1. And I know Manchester United fans around the world supposed to feeling good for this win because they needed it. Trust me, they needed it. Alright, let's jump right into the next game that played. West Ham played Liverpool. Also, Liverpool, they needed a win because Slot played at least 12 games and he lost 9. So, if he would have lost that game to West Ham, I think they would be calling for his head. I think he might get sacked. If he lost that game to West Ham, trust me, he would have get sacked. He would have get sacked. Because you can't play 13 games and lose 10. They said Liverpool, this type of record at Liverpool shows that like they play 13 games and they only win 4. Like some 74 years, this never happened, or from 74, this kind of stuff never happened to them, where they lose so many games, back to back to back. So, Arne Slot, he really need this win. Because if Liverpool did not win this game, I think he would have lost his job. He would have lost his job. Anyway, let's jump right into the next game. The next game is Nottingham Forest play Brighton. Honestly, I tip Nottingham Forest to win this game based on the fact that the coach, Sean Dyche, is the direct guy. The way how this guy set up his team, he set up his team that his team hard to beat. He set up his team that his team very hard to beat. And Brighton come away with a win at Nottingham Forest home turf. Big statement. That's a big statement, because when you see Brighton go to Nottingham Forest, based on the fact that Sean Dyche is a good coach, and when he set up his team, he set up his team for you not to break them down, but at the same time they will hit you on the counter, and that's where most of his success came. You can't break him down, and then you make a mistake and he hit you on the counter and score. But they could not do it against Brighton. So Brighton 2, Nottingham Forest 0. Yeah, Brighton 2, Nottingham Forest 0. And let's jump right into the next game. The next game is Aston Villa versus Wolves. Wolves yet to win a game in the English Premier League. Man, I don't know. They fired the coach. The coach was there first. They fire him, and they bring, what's the guy name? Edwards or something like that. But no difference. No difference. He tried to turn the ship around, try to turn Wolves around, but no difference. No difference. Wolves, they're still losing because Aston Villa find the all-important goal and win that game. Yeah, Aston Villa score only one and beat Wolves. Wolves are at the bottom of the table, and we can safely say, this is my prediction, we can safely say Wolves gonna be relegated. Wolves gonna be relegated. I don't know who's the next team gonna join them, if it is Burnley or Leeds, but Wolves is going down. They have to do something, and do something fast, because the season almost come to halfway stage. Yeah, this season almost come to an halfway stage. Yes, all you need is 6 more matches and you reach in the halfway stage of the game, of the season. So Wolves, buckle up, because if you don't, you will be relegated to the championship. And let's dive into the next game. The next game, the London Derby, with Chelsea hosts Arsenal. Chelsea at Stamford Bridge take on the big, bad, mighty Arsenal. Chelsea went up first 1 with 10 men, but Arsenal, they equalized and drew this game 1-1. But to me, I think Chelsea more satisfied with this draw than Arsenal, because Chelsea with 10 men, Arsenal should have took advantage of this 10-man Chelsea team. Yes, Arsenal should have took advantage. I don't know for what reason. They're playing slow, and it's like they're trying to play careful. They don't want Chelsea to hit them on the counter attack. No, put Chelsea under pressure. They got 10 men, make the advantage count. But they just couldn't do it. And I think Mikel Arteta, to me, sometimes he set up the team. He set the team up for you not to beat them, but at the same time, not too much firepower going forward. Not too much firepower going forward. So this game is a game where I think Arsenal should have won this game, but for some reason they didn't. And if you want to win the title, these are the games that you have to grind out a result, squeeze out a result in your favor. and that will prove that you are the champion. So there you have it. That is the English Premier League roundup for now. Until next time, peace. But before you go, like, share, and subscribe. If you're over here watching, my content on my video, like, share, and subscribe to the Athletes Canvas channel, where the athletes display their God-given gift, talent, and ability. Until next time, peace.